Welcome to the Human Curious. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like. You need to hear this if you're a fan of mythical creatures. Have you ever wondered about monsters? Not the ones under your bed, I mean the old monsters. The grand ones. The creatures woven from myth and moonlight. Dragons hoarding gold, unicorns pure as first snow. And what if one found its way to you, not in a dream? Imagine this, you wake one morning, the sun is just a rumor in the east. Something feels different, a hush, a strange electric stillness in the air. You pull back the curtains, you look out onto your lawn, everything seems normal, almost normal, but then you see it, a splash of impossible color. The Phoenix, a name like a struck match. A creature of sunfire and eternity. It is not born like other birds. It does not hatch from a mundane egg. The phoenix is singular, unique. It lives for centuries. Some say 500 years. Others claim 1,000. Time for the phoenix is a different river. It flows in circles, a glorious, fiery loop. Its plumage is a painter's dream, scarlet and gold. Feathers like captured sunsets. Its eyes hold the wisdom of ages. They have seen empires rise. They have watched mountains crumble. Its song is said to be magical, so beautiful it could make the gods weep, so pure it could heal the deepest wounds. A melody woven from starlight and hope. The ancient Egyptians knew it as the Bennu, a bird linked to the sun god Ra, a symbol of creation, of the Nile's life-giving floods. The Greeks spoke of it too. Herodotus wrote of its journey. The phoenix is more than just a bird. It is a story, a powerful symbol. It echoes through cultures, across continents, through the long corridors of time. In every tale, its meaning shifts a little, like light through a prism, yet the core remains. A message of resilience, of hope that refuses to be extinguished, of life finding a way, always. For the Romans, it was an emblem of their eternal empire, a promise of renewal, of Rome rising again and again, unconquered, unbowed. Its image appeared on their coins. A fiery stamp of enduring power, a reminder that even from ashes, greatness could be reborn. A potent piece of propaganda, woven into the fabric of their world, a feathered promise of forever. So imagine that morning again, the sun climbing, the world waking, and there, in your backyard, on the slightly damp, neatly trimmed grass, lies the phoenix. But it is not burning, not anymore. The fire has gone out, its magnificent feathers, once so bright, are now touched with soot. Dulled. Yet even in death it is breathtaking, a fallen star, an extinguished sun. It is larger than you expected, the size of an eagle perhaps, or even a swan. Its form is perfect, undisturbed, as if it simply lay down to sleep, a final peaceful rest. There are no signs of struggle, no violence, just a profound unearthly stillness. The air around it hums, a faint vibration, a lingering trace of immense power, of magic slowly fading. Gap 3S. As you stand there gazing at the fallen phoenix, you can't help but marvel at the mysteries of life and death. The stillness of the garden contrasts sharply with the fiery legend you've always known. It's a moment to ponder, to reflect on the cycles of nature and the unexpected turns they can take. Gap 1S. And hey, if you're enjoying this video, hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think about the phoenix and its incredible journey. Gap 1S. Now back to our story. The stories say the phoenix burns. It becomes a pyre, a blazing inferno that consumes itself entirely. And from the ashes a new phoenix arises, reborn and renewed, a symbol of eternal life and resurrection. But what if this one did not? What if the cycle of rebirth was interrupted? What if its cycle was truly broken? A disruption in the natural order of things, or perhaps this is just a pause, a momentary stillness before the next transformation. A different kind of transformation. The body lies there, seemingly lifeless, yet holding a secret within. For how long? Hours, days, perhaps even longer? Does it begin to decay, or does it remain untouched by time? Or does its magical nature prevent such an earthly process, holding it in a state of suspended animation? Perhaps slowly it begins to change, not in a blaze of glory, but in a subtle disintegration. But in a subtle disintegration, the feathers, those glorious reds and golds, might turn to dust. Fine shimmering particles that float away on the breeze, carrying the essence of the phoenix with them. The flesh beneath, perhaps it doesn't rot, maybe it simply unbecomes, dissolving into the air, leaving no trace behind, leaving behind only what truly matters, the essence, the core of its being, the heart of the fire, the ashes. These would not be ordinary ashes. These would not be ordinary ashes. Not the grey, lifeless powder from a fireplace, not the grey, lifeless powder from a fireplace. Phoenix ashes would be different. Phoenix ashes would be different. They might gleam with residual light, hold a faint warmth. They might gleam with residual light, hold a faint warmth. Perhaps they would smell of incense. Perhaps they would smell of incense, of cinnamon and myrrh, the spices of its legendary nest. The spices of its legendary nest, each grain a tiny spark of condensed magic, each grain a tiny spark of condensed magic, a remnant of a life lived in flame, a remnant of a life lived in flame, a testament to the phoenix's eternal cycle of death and rebirth. What would you do with these ashes? Would you simply let them slip through your fingers, or would you see them as something more, this handful of impossible dust? Dust that seems to whisper secrets of a time long forgotten. Would you scatter them to the winds, hoping for a new phoenix to rise somewhere someday? Or perhaps you would hold on to them, feeling the weight of their mystery? Or would you keep them a secret treasure, a tangible link to a world beyond human understanding? A world where myths and legends breathe life into the mundane. The temptation would be immense. To study them, to unlock their secrets. If secrets they held, science would be baffled, or perhaps intrigued. The allure of the unknown is a powerful force. What elements would make up phoenix ash? Would they be ordinary or something extraordinary? Would they find unknown compounds? Elements that challenge our understanding of chemistry and physics, particles that defy known physics, that bend the rules of nature as we know them. Could these ashes hold the key to regeneration, to longevity, to the secrets of life itself? Imagine a biologist, a chemist, carefully examining a single grain, finding patterns, finding energies, discovering the very essence of rebirth, finding something that rewrites the rules of life and death, something that could change our understanding of existence. The old alchemists searched for the philosopher's stone, a mythical substance that could grant eternal life and turn lead into gold, a substance to turn lead into gold, to grant eternal life. Their quest was driven by the same curiosity that drives us today. Perhaps phoenix ashes are a piece of that puzzle, a natural elixir, not made but found, a gift from the cosmos, a gift from a dying god-bird. Could they heal? A pinch in water, a salve for wounds. Would it cure diseases, mend broken bones? The possibilities are endless. Reverse the slow decay of age? The possibilities are intoxicating, the potential limitless. What secrets do these ashes hold? If the ashes held power, what kind? Could they heal, transform, or even bring back what was lost? And what would be its cost? Would it demand gold, time, or something far more precious? Magic in stories often comes with a price, a balance. For every action, there is a reaction. For every gift, a sacrifice or a consequence. The scales must always be balanced. Using the phoenix's essence, even for good, might have unforeseen effects. The power of such a being is not to be taken lightly. It is, after all, the remnant of a being far older, far wiser than any human. Its wisdom and power are beyond our understanding. Its life force is not a simple thing. It pulses with ancient energy, a force of nature itself. Perhaps the benefits are clear. A garden that flourishes, a field that yields bountiful harvests. A touch of ash heals a cut instantly, without a scar. The body mends as if by magic, instantly, without a scar. The healing is perfect, leaving no trace of the injury. A small amount mixed with soil makes plants flourish, yielding fruits of incredible taste and vitality. The land itself seems to come alive. Maybe it brings clarity of thought, inspiration, a sudden burst of creativity or understanding, a sudden understanding of complex things. The mind opens, seeing connections previously hidden. Your life could be subtly or dramatically improved. Healthier, brighter, more vibrant and full of life, more attuned to the world's hidden currents. But then the dangers. The balance must be maintained. What if the ashes attract attention? Curious neighbors, or worse, those with ill intentions, not just from curious neighbors, but from darker things. Beings that lurk in the shadows, drawn to the power. Creatures drawn to such concentrated magic, they seek it, hunger for it. Or from humans who would exploit it, those who see only the power and not the cost. Your quiet life would be over, replaced by secrets, a constant vigilance, always looking over your shoulder. Your backyard would never be the same. Even if you cleared away every trace, even if you told no one, you would know. That patch of grass, that spot beneath the old oak tree, it was once a pyre, a resting place for a creature of legend. The mundane would forever be tinged with the magical, the ordinary infused with the extraordinary. Every sunrise might seem a little brighter, every birdsong a little more meaningful. You would look at the world differently, knowing that myths are not just stories, that the veil between worlds is thin, thinner than you ever imagined. Perhaps you would feel a connection to nature, to the ancient cycles of life, death and rebirth, the phoenix's legacy etched into your soul. You might find yourself changed, more observant, more thoughtful, perhaps a little sadder. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share and comment to let us know what you think. What lingers after such an event, after the ashes are gathered or scattered, after life attempts to return to normal? The phoenix is gone, but its presence leaves an echo, an unfading ember in the memory, in the very soil of that place. The world is subtly yet profoundly altered, because for a moment, myth breathed its last in your ordinary space. The questions would remain. Why your backyard? Was it chance or destiny? A final, inexplicable choice by a creature of immense wisdom. Was it a message, a warning, or simply an end? The universe rarely gives up its secrets easily, and the phoenix, even in death, would be no different. Its mystery would endure, a beautiful, haunting puzzle. Perhaps one day a new phoenix would rise, elsewhere, unseen, the cycle continuing, or perhaps this was truly the last of its kind, a magnificent, fiery punctuation mark at the end of an ancient story. You would never know for sure.